Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
We gotta keep this shit rolling. We're not gonna be screwing around this time.
Yeah, what's our first clip?
Our first clip is.
Blow everybody up!
Push the goddamn button!
Push the goddamn button!
You heard what she said.
Bernie Sanders.
All right.
Now I'm going to tell you something that very few people in Congress would tell you.
Hey, girl.
If you are the Republican leaders, and this
Did
is
he just
what your
pick
goals
his nose?
Your goals are to give huge tax breaks to the very richest people in this country. Your goals are ultimately to privatize Social Security so that Wall Street can make money from that. Privatize Medicare so the insurance companies
Sheldon,
can make
you need to what?
more money. Privatize education. Do away with public schools. If those are your goals and you said that to the American people, you think you get a lot of votes? There are many members of the Congress today, Republicans, who not only will not raise the minimum wage, which is $5.15 an hour, you know what they will tell you, honestly? They believe in abolishing the minimum wage. Did you know that? Check it out.
This is from 2003. He's talking to a bunch of college kids. Or high school kids?
High school kids.
High school kids. They look
Kids
so old.
voted for Trump because they completely forgot about the speech.
The same goddamn message that is just as applicable 20 plus years later.
Yeah, so a tiny bit of context. If anyone watched our earlier show, we were watching a Kamala Harris clip where she talked about the same exact fucking things in 2025 like they're brand new fucking ideas.
She found this video like, oh, yes. Perfect.
Got a camera now.
AI, take it.
You're the truth. So that if Americans can work for $3 an hour or $2 an hour, not a problem. Now, if you had an agenda like that and you went before the American people, tax breaks for the rich, destruction of Medicare, destruction of Social Security as we know it, lowering the minimum wage or abolishing it, how many votes did you think you'd get? Not a whole lot. Maybe the richest 1% would vote for you. But that's not a lot of votes. So what do? Got a problem. You package it. How do you package it? And here's, I want you to pay attention to me. Because this is bad stuff. I don't mind debating people who say, I was on a Hannity show, Sean Hannity yesterday, and Hannity,
you know this guy,
extreme
Hannity?
right-wing guy, he thinks we should,
so
he loves
sorry
these
for
tax
you,
breaks
Bernie.
for the rich and so forth. So we had a little bit of a discussion about that. Actually, it was a loud discussion, matter of fact.
It was yelled at
But
him.
I don't mind people who are upfront about that. Okay. Give the rich more tax breaks, we can argue that. But that doesn't win you elections. So this is what you do. What you do is divide people up. When you asked me your question, how do I get elected? I said, I try to bring people together. We fight for women's rights. We support the rights of minorities. We support the rights of workers. We bring the majority of people together. And occasionally, honest people will have differences of opinion. In this room, there will be differences of opinion. But everybody in this room is in agreement that everybody should have health care, right? Question number 2, should we increase funding for education or should we lower funding for education? Raise your hand if you think we should increase funding for education. Okay, you're on the side of the vast majority of Americans. Okay.
They don't care.
So on those issues, we bring people together.
We do not
now, what
care.
do the Republicans try to do? And they use it in what we call, kind of language that they don't, not upfront enough. What do? We divide people up by races. Affirmative action becomes one issue. All them black people are getting the jobs that we white people used to have. Split people, working class, white against black. Instead of working together to create decent jobs.
I'm gonna nail
for
it.
all. Those uppity women now. They want the right to choose. We'll split people on the abortion issue. We'll split people up on the gun issue. We'll split people up on religious issues. You follow what I'm saying? So you split people up, and then they end up, if you're a middle-class person, voting against your own interests, and the rich go laughing all the way to the bank. Okay? And they very often play white workers off against everybody else. And we try to bring people together to say, look, we're all in this boat together, whether you're black or white, whether you're Hispanic, whether you're Muslim, whatever you may be. Everybody needs health care. How do we create a health care system that works for all people? Not divide people up. Everybody knows that the kids, young people, do not make it into the middle class unless they have a decent college education. So how do we make college education accessible to all people? Not an expensive proposition, a tiny, tiny fraction of the president's tax breaks for the rich, if we put into financial aid, would make sure that every young person in this country could go to college without going deeply into debt. You know what? The vast majority of the people support us. But in order to do that, we've got to bring everybody together. And many of these, not all, and I'm not here to disparage all Republicans. Some very decent people happen to be conservative. I respect that. But some people who I don't respect will play off women against men, black against white. Oh, the gay issue, very, very big issue. Okay?
Oh my God.
Straight against gay, right? We're all supposed to hate gay people, so we split that group up. And then the argument, some of us are not patriotic. We had concerns about the war in Iraq. I voted against giving the president authority to the war in Iraq. Well, that makes us unpatriotic. We hate America. Divide those things up. And that's how they succeed. And they succeed with the help of the media. Because the media will not talk about how, in a sense, the common problems that Americans face and how we bring people
Stop speaking so
together.
much truth.
And that's what I believe.
Yeah, no.
I believe that on issues like everybody in this room thinks, I think, that instead of giving tax breaks to the rich, we should increase federal aid to education. Anyone disagree with that? Well, you know what? Most Americans agree with that. All of you think that every American
Well,
should
actually-
have to health care.
Oh,
I
wait,
suspect
wait.
most of you think we should not have a trade policy which allows corporations to throw American workers out on the street and run to China. Most Americans agree with that. And our job is to bring people together on common interest. And some of these extreme right-wing people, you watch the issues that they talk about. Affirmative action they use to divide. The issue of abortion they use to divide. The issue of guns they use to divide.
I hate this thing on
And
here.
our job is to say, let's focus on basic economic issues. How do we expand the middle class? This is a great country. Why is it the average American is working longer hours for low wages than 30 years ago? Let's talk about that. Okay?
And that's only gotten worse.
Humanity.
So
S.
He had so much more hair than.
Next clip.
I just want to say that what Bernie is describing there is wedge issues.
Yes.
Issues used to wedge people apart. That is a political tactic of the right and the left.
Yep.
It's a
Mainly
political
the right.
tactic.
It's just a tactic, yeah.
It's just a political tactic, and it's used to great effect. Everyone has a wedge issue that separates them from other people. That is the problem. And if you're a single issue voter, it makes it even worse. If you're voting on just abortion, or you're voting on just gun rights, or you're voting on just like religious freedom or whatever it is, that's the thing that can separate you from other people and divide you up. So Bernie,
Killing it with no
Yeah.
with no what's it called? No cue cards, no nothing. Only thing in that whole only computer. Well, that's not even a computer. That looks like a typewriter back there. And I also, if you look, there's an overhead projector.
Oh
Remember
my God.
those? Here,
Yep.
Oh my God.
back
I
here.
remember those well.
Oh, they can't see my mouse
2003,
I used to use those.
with the
I
vis-a-vis
was-
markers.
Oh my God. Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, man. By the girl with the yellow
2000
shirt.
2003, I was a junior in high school, I think.
Did you know of Bernie
2003?
Sanders?
2003, I was a junior.
My son was 3 years old.
I was a freshman.
No, Mikey, you weren't.
I was
Yes,
7.
I was.
You
We're
were
only
a freshman?
we're only a year apart, dude.
I thought you were older than me.
No.
You're younger than me? Am I the oldest person here?
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, you're older than Ollie.
Fuck no.
Ollie, I was trying to make you young for a minute there.
I just finished saying I got to have a kid 3 years old while you were in
You
high
could have
school.
had
Yeah.
a kid young.
Okay.
Who knows?
Yeah,
Who
maybe
knows?
you had a kid at 15.
You guys do weird shit in Canada. I don't know.
Maybe your
We got
calendars are
different
different.
laws.
Maybe you're on metric calendars. I don't
I got
know.
the gray beard for a reason, guys. Come on now.
The weed. Sheldon in the chat says, so young Bernie speaks at normal speed rather than slower or maybe slow speed, his campaign speed. He is older, let me stop. No, I mean, it's fair. It's fair. Al Trigger,
Oh, yeah,
yo.
no, he definitely presents himself much better than he does now. Just the rap, how fast he's speaking, and because
Yeah.
now he takes a little bit more time to gather his thoughts while he's speaking and stuff. So
Yeah, so
Yeah.
in present day, he's 80 something,
Yeah,
right? He's
yeah.
like 81.
which is understandable.
In 2003, however, he is 50 something.
No,
He looks the same.
60 something.
That's 22 years ago. Yeah, 58.
Sheldon also says the overhead projector is a Decepticon gathering info for Megatron.
There you go. Yep.
It was the old school one.
I used to have that Decepticon.
The original of that Decepticon was an abacus that would fold up and go into markets.
All right. So, yeah, content for Bernie.
S tier.
Yeah, it's prophetic. It's fucked
the
up.
exact same shit.
It's kind of like, dude, I don't know if we should keep watching these clips if it's just going to be us like telling the future, you know?
No, listen. We need historical context for this kind of shit, right? We need Bernie Sanders and Keith Olbermann to tell us what they knew 20 years ago.
What do the tea leaves say, Sensei?
Bernie should almost repost this clip today on his website.
I would.
Yeah.
Like
just
if I was
repost
Bernie,
it, make everybody watch it again.
Ooh.
It'd be like I was saying this shit on C-SPAN 20 years ago.
Right.
He should track down this classroom of people.
Oh.
Put them back in the classroom and just repeat the same thing.
Dude, you know how sad it's going to be when
word...
half of them are not there because of fucking like overdosing, COVID, the wars. Like a lot of shit has happened to these kids since 2003.
They're broken millennials now.
Oh, they're us, Tim. That's what the fuck they are. They're all podcasters. They're all podcasters.
You should make each one of them wear a shirt saying who they voted for too.
Oh my god. That might be a little too on the nose, but I get it.
I don't think these kids were going to vote for Trump.
They're from Vermont. No, they're not going to vote for Trump.
You just don't know. He got a big chunk of the young vote.
These people aren't young. They're me and Tim's age.
I guess. Yeah. Sorry. You're all that young to me, damn it.
You kids.
Well, what's 22?
Get off my lawn.
What's 22 years? That's the same.
Delivery. How Bernie presented his little speech here.
Yeah, he's not quite S tier, but A.
Right.
B plus A. I mean, he wasn't ranting and going on like super excited. He was just talking, but it came across very well. But did it land with that crowd? I never clapped for anything.
It's a TV camera, like fake classroom setup. It's a little.
This is not where you clap.
Those kids are all high as fuck.
Do you think those are random kids from a school, or did they know this was happening and they were prepared for it and they were prepped for it and they were?
I think they found all
the black kids they could in that school.
Put them in the front.
Because I don't think there's that many black kids in Vermont.
Russell says I was 36 in 2003. Damn, Russell.
Yeah. 2003.
I was not.
I was 30. He's older than me. I was 33.
See, you're not the oldest one here, Ollie.
Oh.
You better respect Russell's authority in this motherfucker. Sheldon says, look at how baggy the clothes are. It reminds me of the scene of Borat when they taught him how to sag his pants. Yo, get off our fashion. My God. Oh my God. I still dress like this.
Yeah, what if we like the baggy clothes? Come on.
Or makes me feel pretty.
Yo, I need space, you know? Yeah. I can't have it all over me.
Go to the left or the right.
Get us a good shot of Bernie here, because we got to do presentations.
Sexy. He looks the fucking same, man.
He so often he reminds me of like fucking Lewis Black with like his mannerisms and shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Disappointed Bernie is disappointed.
I'm gonna take that with me, Bernie. Thank you, Bern.
I mean, I'd give Bernie a B plus. He's never one to like. His hair looks a lot better than it normally does.
I said that, yeah.
Y'all some haters.
So much more hair. So much more hair.
Hey, I like the light. Hey, he had to lighten it up. It was getting too hot on his head, you know. He's sweating. Just the sweat.
And I don't see any wrinkles in his jacket or anything. He's not all.
How can you tell it's 360p? That's not exaggerated.
He lost some weight since then because he looks smaller now than he did then.
I'll give him a B.
Let me be clear.
For the looks, B plus.
Let me be clear.
B plus. He's his normal self. He's very presentable, but yeah.
That's
I
our
think he's
Bernie.
sexy. S.
God damn it, Mark. He's getting a
No,
B.
we got one more category left, Mark. Wait till
Yeah.
your S.
I suspect most of you think we
Thought I'd give us a wider shot, but it's just the same fucking professor angle.
Yeah, well, once again, apparently 2003 was well before high definition.
Yeah. I'm going to give him a P for vibes. P for prophetic.
Okay, but it only goes
That's
to
not a
S.
category we have.
Yeah.
All right. See what we meant by derailing?
I give him a pineapple just to counteract the prophetic.
No pineapples. Come on now. It wasn't that bad.
Negative G.
I will give him a real rank on our fucking scale. And
Four.
I will give him S.
4.
You're going to go. I was
Gonna
thinking
give a
A.
4.
I was thinking A. Yeah, he was accurate and everything, but he didn't rile me up and get me like wanting to chant and go to war and whatever.
Yeah, because it was
So,
the future. And of course you never react to it the right way in the present. But now that we're in the future, looking at this past video, it's like
and it
eerie.
Did fall flat. Like that, the crowd that was there was not into
They
it.
are a hostile audience, Ollie.
it's
They
not
are
a crowd,
there-
dude.
So
They're not there to clap for him. They're just there to listen.
They said,
And
"Hey."
I'd rather watch Jackass.
They
But
said
they can't.
they had a
almost feels like
study
he went-
hall, and then they like brought in, "Hey, this guy's gonna come talk to you guys, all right?" And they're like, "All right."
He wasn't even a senator then. He was a rep.
What?
He was in the House.
I just caught that.
It does kind of feel like they were forced to be there, definitely.
Yeah, they're
He
in
just
school.
got-
The whole thing is forced.
He probably just got done being the mayor of Berlin, Vermont. Like he's not superstar Bernie Sanders. Like those kids don't know who he is. They have no idea.
No.
So he's just like their local rep showed up and some TV cameras came and he did a speech.
No, the only way he would have gotten S for me is if he would have went up to the board, erased whatever's there, and started drawing on the board with chalk, demonstrating his points with some sort of diagram or whatever. Then it would have been an S.
Ollie's like, if he would have made
You're
an
old,
animated
Ollie.
classic using the vis-a-vis markers and chalk,
Yeah, right.
and the dimmer
Yeah.
switch for the
If he
lights.
would have had a
Projector.
presentation for that overhead monitor, yeah, give him an S. But no, I think it was only an A.
Oh my god! Remember when they
For
would just
vibes.
remember when like all your notes were on the overhead projector, and you would always have that one teacher that was like greased lightning. It would flip that shit so far. You're like, wait, oh. Can you just wait? I just need the last 2 lines. Just the,
Please go back.
my pencil broke. I my pen, the ink. I can't
Why
I
didn't
can't
you
keep up.
bring more pencil?
I can't keep up.
When I went
Mark and
back to
Mikey.
school in '99, I took a camera with me to class and took pictures
For all
of
the hot
board.
babes.
One of those Polaroid, you click it and then you gotta shake
No,
the
no.
thing.
He had that big thing where it's like, smile for the birdie.
It was one of the smaller first electronic
The
cameras,
black
right?
powder flash.
Just, but
Jesus Christ.
anyway,
Mark and Mikey.
What?
What do you
Vibes.
what's your vibe?
Oh.
What's your vibe?
A, because it gives me chills.
A+.
All right.
Almost S.
He said
but-
glass plates.
Oh,
Oh man.
Y'all stop picking on Ollie. That's my friend.
Yeah,
What-
yeah. Stop
what did
picking
I
on
do?
Ollie. He's Canadian. They've been through enough.
Yeah.
we actually we got some breathing room. I feel I've been able to relax this week just a little.
Yeah. I could feel
Well,
the
yeah, 'cause
tension released from the north.
Yeah, your new prime minister is like fuck America.
It kind of is.
Word.
And not really fuck America, but just America. Mind your fucking P's and Q's.
we don't know what
Right?
that is.
We don't serve P's and Q's.
So that earns Bernie an A+.
That's got to put him in the top 5, probably, doesn't it?
all them black
Uh,
people are getting the jobs that we white people used to have.
Check out some of our other content. We would love to see what you think about the one on the screen right now.